Each rose better for every word that you ever told me, every thread that you ever told me. Don't make the rest. And you call me in.
We got a dabble. Let's shut. Come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get this out, man. Oh, party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Stupid ass, dumbass, bro. What the wrong with you feeding somebody food? And then you tell me, the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today. Man, all the man. Man.
Are you serious?
You're a nut, man. You're not an example. You're a nut.
What's wrong?
You're a nut ass broad. That's what you are.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid. You don't.
When Joseline eventually came into the room, Ballistic barely recognized her, and the armored assurance she had worn seemed to have vanished, replaced by something softer and more vulnerable, as if she were a woman. Ballistic stood up slowly, his voice tight with anger and his body rigid with confusion and hatred, unsure of which world she should accept. "Why, Joseline?" he said, unable to look at her, his gaze fixed on the ground. Joseline inhaled deeply after what we had experienced. Uncertainty clouded her eyes, and she approached him warily. She wasn't quite as hostile as you may think. Her voice started off strangely yet softly. "I have been talking to Stevie, and he has helped me in ways you can't imagine. He has always been important to me, and our bond has never waned. My daughter's father is him." Ballistics, he clenched his jaw carefully. "Joseline, you told me that you were done with that stage of your life and that you were going to marry me." Her gaze fell to the floor as though she were caught between a sense of remorse and a desire for something she couldn't quite identify. "It's not only about Steve and me. You have no idea how deep our relationship goes. I swear I didn't aim to cause you any harm. It's about my daughter and my family." Ballistic exhaled sharply as his annoyance grew till he could no longer hold it in. "Joseline, just because you think I don't understand family or that he is the father of your child doesn't mean you have to ruin all we've worked so hard to achieve. You told me that you were ready for a real future with me and that we were making progress." The silence between them became heavy and suffocating, and Ballistic could see the internal struggle. Even though Joseline's eyes were watering, she said nothing since she had run out of words to undo the previous action. She found it hard to trust him because of the tension between the man she was trying to build a future with and the man she had once loved. Ballistic's final words were hardly audible above a whisper. "The words tasted bitter in my mouth, but they were the truth." All he could do was stand there, trying to make sense of a relationship that had taken unexpected turns, his heart ripped out. "Don't, Joseline," Ballistic said, stepping aside as Joseline grabbed for him. "I don't know the woman in front of me right now, so I can't just act like I'm okay with this. You need to figure out what you want and who you truly are. Time and space are necessary for me to resolve this." Joseline tried to speak, but nothing came out as her face fell under the weight of Ballistic's words. He could no longer look at her as the finality of his deeds sank in. He could no longer watch the lady who had once been his universe disappear with each choice she made. He hesitated as he made his way to the door, giving Joseline one final glance before bidding her farewell with a sorrowful heart. She knew for the first time that she had lost something tangible, something irreplaceable, and it hurt her harder than anything Stevie had ever said or done. "I hope you find what you're looking for, but it's not with me." Joseline was left standing in the living room with her heart in pieces after Ballistic beat her. The future she had once dreamed of now looked more distant than ever after she had reached for the past. Ballistic knew deep inside that he couldn't go back to what had been because Joseline had chosen her past and lost her because of all the broken promises and broken trust. But he kept his distance in the days that followed as he tried to process the flurry of emotions that overtook him.
Each rose better for every word that you ever told me, every thread that you ever told me. Don't make the rest. And you call me in.
We got a dabble. Let's shut. Come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get this out, man. Oh, Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Stupid ass, dumbass, bro. What the wrong with you feeding somebody food? And then you tell me, the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today. All the man. Man.
Are you serious?
You're a nut, man. You're not an example. You're a nut.
What's wrong?
Nut ass broad. That's what you are.
Are you kidding me?
Man, you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid.
Nothing could have prepared him for the devastating shock that hit him, but he had always been the kind of guy who kept his emotions in check and wasn't into drama, especially in the reality TV industry, where things sometimes seem to run out of hand. It hit me straight in the chest one evening, and word quickly spreading across the social media world like wildfire. The revelation that his fiancée, Joseline Reunites, had rekindled her affair with her ex-boyfriend Stevie J seemed to strike a deeper chord because it wasn't just whispers or gossip. Joseline had made it public that she had posted a picture of herself and Stevie on Instagram along with a brief caption that hinted at the universe they had created together was shattered by the restored connection for Ballistic. That one post, which felt like a terrible turn of events and a sick joke at his expense. The treachery pierced the hard veneer he had so painstakingly built, and it hurt more than he had expected. The woman he loved had returned to the person who had hurt her the most after resolving to change and break free from the vicious patterns of her past. With the news weighing heavily on him, Stevie J, the man who had broken her heart and who had been there for her through good times and bad, sat on the couch in their shared apartment and looked at. Some followers celebrated the reunion as his phone screen flooded with comments on Joseline's tweet, while some, like him, were shocked at how she could have relapsed into the arms of a man like Stevie J. He looked through the comments again, each one delving a little deeper with each word from their followers, contributing to the mounting storm in his chest. He noticed it was a text when his phone buzzed. Ballistic couldn't see it that way, but some people talked about love and second chances. This was not a second chance, but rather the cruel, uncontrollable, and unexpected repetition of history. Minutes passed like hours as he waited, and his thoughts whirled through all the emotions he had experienced over the previous few months. The highs, the lows, the moments of uncertainty, but nothing could have prepared him for the reality that was about to hit him hard. A lump grew in his throat as he realized what this was. He wasn't ready for that yet, but she was attempting to calm him down by explaining what was going on.
Each rose better for every word that you ever told me, every thread that you ever told me. Don't take threats, and you call me in.
Think of the devil. Let's shut up. Come on. What you mean why I'm mad? Get the aside, man. Oh, party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Stupid ass, dumbass, bro. What the wrong with you feeding somebody food? And then you tell me, the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today. All the man. Man.
Are you serious?
You're a nut, man. You're not an example. You're a nut.
What's wrong?
Nut ass broad. That's what you are.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid. You don't disrespect